Hello everyone, we are still at Guitar Summit 2025, this time at the booth of very nice guitars from Poland.
Hello guys, what's up?
We are here with Alexander, right? And we are talking about some pretty special guitars they guys currently have. And I think to describe you in one quick sentence, I would say you are a quite fresh boutique guitar dealership.
We are quite new, yeah. We are here tops 3 years, I think.
Uh-huh.
Like, legitimately, yeah. What we do is very simple. We buy mostly used stuff. We make them perfect,
Okay.
and then we sell them for
So-
a price you will be surprised by.
Oh, okay, so it's really not about just buying guitars and selling them for $100 more. You invest time and make that guitar really hit the customer
Yes,
sweet spot.
my idea of how it should be
Yeah.
is like when you buy a guitar, you should open the case and play it right away.
Yeah.
You don't have, shouldn't be going to a tech. You shouldn't be paying extra for a setup. So I'm a tech. I set up all these guitars personally. If there is something to be fixed quickly, I do it. I polish the frets, I maintain them, and you receive a guitar which is actually ready to be shredded on, right?
That's so cool, right? And I think what makes your collection or the selection also on the booth here special, right? There's so many modern guitar brands, right, that are really in demand, and I think you're really you gotta have, or what makes this company special, you gotta have connections, right? You got apparently you establish trust with some artists, and that's really cool to see, right?
This kind of events also help immensely, right? We already are dealers of Dean guitars, Acacia guitars,
Yeah.
but we rarely buy new guitars generally. But we are very open to new collaborations, new deals, so to speak.
Yeah.
So this is a perfect opportunity for us.
Yeah, to connect, and I really realized everyone on the team is super nice, right?
We are just geeks, guitar nerds.
Yeah.
We love what we do. We are just having fun.
Yeah.
Trying to make everybody happy.
Yeah, like guys, to give you some context, right? I showed up at this booth yesterday, like an hour before the event was closing down for the day, right? And I ended up nerding out with your CEO for like 30 minutes about all these crazy guitars, about the J Customs, about the Ormsbys, right? Because there's some things or lots of things that people might know from YouTube videos until they can actually see them live, they can actually play them, test them.
Also personal. Right?
Yeah, and that's really special, right? Of course, there's lots of cool brands on the summit. No questions asked, right? We discussed that earlier.
Yeah.
But still, here everything is very condensed in a small space, and that makes very nice guitars very special.
Some stuff which is hidden behind the
Yeah.
glass in the Ibanez booth,
Yeah,
you can touch it.
yeah.
You know.
Just, to give you guys context, that's why I ended up being here. Now we'll have a look, I think, at the Jordan Rudess model, right? And that's quite a special one, even for Strandberg. So I'm super excited to have a look. Wow, the weight is Strandberg typically given quite low, right? But
So this guitar is essentially very Strandberg, right?
yeah.
But with some wild features. First of all, this is beautiful bursted flame maple top. I mean, it's a veneer, but it still looks beautiful. Guitar is made in Indonesia, but I believe this is the top level of this factory, right?
Yeah.
We have a beautiful roasted maple neck.
As we can see here, and we all remember Strandberg did them initially, then they stopped doing them for a while, and now they're getting back.
Yeah, and I think they're firmly bringing it back with a new series. But this is like carbon reinforced, all the good stuff, super stable, and of course super pretty. And the fretboard actually is not ebony, it's Richlight. And one of the good things about Richlight is that it's not very, so it's super resistant to weather changes.
Yeah.
It's not 100%, but it's 90% stable.
And it's super easy to clean and maintain, which is a big plus.
Yes, download, sorry, but you don't need that stuff anymore. You can just use water.
Yeah,
Anything damp and clean it.
Yeah, a bit of a damp cloth, right? That's more than enough to get that.
If you hate fret sprout in winter, great news.
Yeah.
This will not have it, right?
Yeah, true. None of my four Strandberg guitars have that, right? It's really perfect.
It's sick.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. The next obvious feature is the Sustainiac, right?
Yes.
I'm quite certain it's the Fernandez model. It's a Fernandez Sustainiac, right?
I believe so.
And it basically allows the player to, without picking the string, have a continuously ongoing sound, right? It sustains and allows Jordan Rudess to do some crazy stuff on his Instagram. Shout out to that. I'm always amazed by him.
We love
Cool.
you.
Yeah, we love you really,
I
man.
think from a keyboard player's perspective, sustaining makes a lot of sense,
Yeah, yeah.
right? And the way he shreds, the way he multitasks between guitar and
Yeah.
keyboard, it's yeah.
He's using that in a special way, right? I won't ever be, able to do that, but it's really crazy how he uses that instrument. Let's go for the 5-string beauty directly below, right? Let's continue the Strandberg nerdism.
As you can see, it's a new instrument, but we can touch it.
It's so confusing seeing a 5-string Strandberg, right?
Right.
Crazy. I really love the color of the hardware, right? It really looks red.
Yes, Strandberg rarely colors their hardware, as we all know. I think I saw some interviews where they say it will be one of the last ones, at least for now. Also, they had some red hardware, which was also discontinued in the more modern models, right? So this is, if you want to do hardware from Strandberg, this is currently the only guitar which offers it. Right?
And it's a fully painted neck, which isn't that common for Strandberg as well.
Yes. We saw it, I think, in the past metal editions, but
True.
yes.
Yeah.
This is quite special. Same here. It's a rich light fretboard. Again, very stable, very resistant to weather. Super playable, and of course wacky colors. And let's address an elephant in the room, which is 5 strings. You gotta love Jacob Collier. He's a genius, and he had this wacky idea which totally works for him. He was like, basically, I'm paraphrasing. Sorry, Jacob. He was like, I have 5 fingers. Why should I have 6 strings? Basically, right?
Yeah, true.
I cannot argue with this, right? It's a solid argument. So here we are. There are, of course, 6 strings models available, but we are very nice guitars. We are all about wacky and weird. So there you go. We had to buy 5.
Yeah, I can totally understand that. And it really outlines again how far Strandberg is also willing to go in collaboration with the artists, I think, right? So last topic for this guitar, I think the pickups are quite special. Those are Lumitones, if I'm not mistaken.
Those are Lumitones. It's like, I think it's, if you can say old school about Lumitones, but it is a quite of an old school touch, if you are familiar with Strandberg history, right?
True. It's like they brought back some old aspects. They did quite a lot of new things. Dude, I would have been around or I would have enjoyed being around during the design process of this, right? I don't want to know how often Ola said, oh, well, you're crazy, right? that must have happened a gazillion of times, but this is a really beautiful guitar, even for Strandberg standards, right? Now that we saw some Strandberg guitars, guys, I think we'll have a look at something quite special. Ruf Guitars, they have a quite, I would say, wild history, right?
Yes.
And let's simply have a look, right?
Let's go, guys.
Cool. Let's quickly walk over here. This is so much heavier, right? And I can immediately feel the headstock.
For a guitar which is not made from wood, it's quite substantial.
You said not from wood. Please enlighten me. What do I hold in my hands?
Right. So, this is a perfect guitar to explain idea of what the roof is. So here we see that guitar has a carbon fiber core, which is then kind of wrapped in this foamy material, which they call roofane.
Okay.
Ruf Guitars roofane, and then the whole thing is finished over in carbon fiber.
Take a look at that.
Yes.
Like, it looks surreal, right? We have the typical carbon fiber look on the neck, and then again, the back of the headstock is painted, right? Someone really went into details and went wild there from my perspective.
Basically, guys from Ruf do wild stuff. They do wacky stuff, and we all love them for it, right? Zero wood was used here. This is rich light, imitating maple. Stainless steel frets.
And I think someone really liked Steve Vai here, right? Is that the correct interpretation of this guitar?
Some might say it is an homage to the gem.
Yeah, that's.
I don't really see it.
I honestly think it's a wild take on the formula, but it's different. The body shape is different, the headstock is different. There's really lots of, I would say, I would assume Ruf really sits down with their customers to define things like that,
Yes,
right?
this body shape is actually called Schrödinger.
Also, they have default body shapes.
We have another version here.
Oh, I see.
Yes, a little bit of a more minimalistic, kind of classy looking. They're made the same way, but they're finished obviously in a different way. This is glossy neck. This one has satin neck.
Yeah.
Hip shot hardware all the way. Hip shot
Wow.
hardtail, EMG active pickups, and classic gold. And again, it's imitating. It's rich light imitating
Yeah.
metal, and the same roofing and carbon fiber goodness.
I'm a big believer in Ridgelight and Ebonol and those modern materials. Well, I think that most people say that actually play their guitars a lot and have to clean them, right?
Yes.
But these guitars really, they stream the best from the past until today, from my perspective, right? Because it's actually weight-wise, it feels like an old school guitar, right? For people that might still want to have this old school feeling of having a heavy neck and all these things, it might be the exactly right guitar, I think.
I was very surprised today because many of kind of older bluesy type of players were very interested in this model because it's it's perfect for guys who play kind of finger style pitch. They are all surprised that it feels substantial. It's super resonant, actually, one of the most resonant guitars here. It's not as thin of kind of nut width as you expect from a modern.
Yeah, it feels made for.
Yes, it's super comfortable, super versatile,
Yeah,
and it shreds.
I believe so.
Yeah.
Let's put them quickly back, and then I would say you choose the last guitar, your favorite guitar from the booth, if we didn't have that yet.
Yes, sir.
Cool.
Since I'm a tech,
Yeah.
I have a very pretentious eye, especially when it comes to fretwork, fret ends, etc. For me, can I swear?
Yeah, absolutely.
It's
Please.
it's a fucking pornography, yo. Man, you have to feel this to see what I'm talking about. Just feel how smooth this is, how rounded, how perfect.
You know, you put the most unlikely guitar into my hands, right? I'm not a sucker for let's say single cut shapes, right? But this really feels rock solid and super nice. And just as you said, right? I really love the neck binding.
Yes.
That's really an outstanding feature optically.
Special edition. It's 40th anniversary.
Yeah, it just.
ESP.
Please have a look at that headstock. There's so much attention to detail that went into that, right? And I think it's even. Wow, look at the cuts of these of the truss rod cover, right? It looks surreal. And I think we have the real Goto locking tuners on here as well.
It's real good. And we have beautiful flame maple top, which is thick, which is
Yeah.
arched.
Yeah.
We have super clean and I think very classy look.
Yeah.
While keeping it metal, while keeping it like a little bit over the top, but not too much. This is for sure my favorite guitars from our current selection. It's
Super
easy
cool.
to set up.
Yeah.
It allows you to set it up as you want it. Basically, if you say which one will you save if there will be a fire,
Yeah.
here I would grab this one and run home.
I totally understand that, man. It feels like a player's guitar, right? And we also have that famous little remark over here, right? So good to see, so good to touch.
ESP custom.
Yes.
Yeah, very special guitar.
Like my first real guitar back in the days, right, was a gift from my first guitar teacher, and that was 1987 ESP Mirage 2, right? Mirage 2 Deluxe.
Nice one.
Yeah, dude, it was played to death, right? And the frets were completely worn down, but I got it refretted and I own it till today, right?
I respect when you love the guitar to this point where you want to refret it and keep it going.
Yeah, of course I asked a few texts, right? But ESP, that was a really nice choice, right? I never touched such a modern ESP and it feels like the quality I'm used to, right? It feels like a guitar for players for a long time.
Generally, I love Japan. I love Japan's craftsmanship. This is, for me personally, this is embodiment of Japanese attention to detail
Yeah.
and their dedication and the craft of guitar making.
Super cool. And there's also, just for you to know, so you go and look at the website, there's, I think, some ESP Edwards or the Edwards E2 models. You got them here as well, right?
Yes, we can
Or
actually-
Edwards, yeah. Yeah, let's do one.
A lot of
Just take a look at this craziness, right?
it's a Alexei Laiko signature, obviously.
Rest in peace, Alexei. You
Rest
were
in
one of
peace.
the greatest ever.
For any Children of Bodom fans out there that want a little bit more affordable version. This baby is still made in Japan. It's Edwards, more kind of affordable version of the higher end guitars.
Yeah.
We have still Floyd Rose here, Active Seymour Duncan, preamp switch, right, and all the bells and whistles that make kind of Laiho guitars, but for a more affordable price. And we have a lot of E2s,
Yeah.
and we even have grassroots guitar, which is like also a branch of ESP, and you can actually win it here. We have a giveaway.
Yeah.
So
They were a really big thing when I started out playing guitar, right?
grassroots, yeah.
Yeah, one of my friends was playing a Grassroots Explorer, and that was as close as you could get, being 14 years old in Germany, to sound and look like James fucking Hetfield. Sorry for the swearing, man. But yeah, thank you so much for your time, and I think we'll see each other again in a minute when I play some of these beauties. So take care, guys.
So much, guys. Dude, you are fucking awesome. Okay.
You too, man. That was so much fun. We're still at the booth of Very Nice Guitars. I just got that Kiesel that I looked at earlier into my hands. Take a look at this. Take a look at the top. It's really, really crazy. I don't know much yet about this guitar, but I'm gonna play some ambient sounds with you, just as you know from me, right? It's 7-stringed. The neck profile feels like an old Ibby, to be honest, right? It really feels like that typical D shape. There's a good amount of beef in my hands, right? And as I told you, my first time touching a Kiesel guitar, and it feels really, really amazing. Whoa, whoa. Okay, those pickups, they really stand out to me right now. Let's see what we can get from the third position. Wow, it has a massive woody sound. And just as Alex told us, right, this guitar is perfectly set up. It feels so nice to play. Wow, also, guys, it's, again, of course, it's a custom-made guitar, right? It's a Kiesel. It should feel as good as it does, right? But obviously, there were so much attention to detail into the setup as well. So, this being my first contact with the Kiesel guitar, I'm still amazed. This guitar still, and that's the job of Very Nice Guitars, is perfectly set up. It's a pleasure to play. I'm gonna hold myself back for a second to find a second guitar to demo for you and to try out. I think it's gonna be an Ormsby because I never touched them as well. Very nice guitars, is very much fulfilling some guitar touching and guitar testing dreams I had for a pretty long time, to be honest. Different guitar, different dream of mine. Let's talk quickly about this guitar that I barely know anything about, right? It's gonna be a blind flight, but I've been looking at Ormsby for quite a while. I know they do run-based business and they do very modern guitars. Take a look at that. Take a look at, first of all, the placement of the controls, right? It's clearly made and conceptualized by someone who played a lot, right? Because they are completely out of the way from my perspective. We have a slightly different take on the headless design than we're used to on this channel. But now let's go to the cool stuff, right? Take a look at that. Take a look where the output jack is located with this guitar, right? That's even more, I would say, crazy usable and nice to use as what we know from strandberg. I'm quickly gonna plug in. Take a look at that. Now it's, I'm gonna put it into the same position from me and it sits there perfectly. Even, wow, this guitar feels really, really awesome. Let's go for the neck humbucker. This guitar has a, I would say, almost stupid scale length. It feels like someone mixed up a classical Ibanez guitar with quite modern features and then removed the headstock. That's how I would summarize this guitar. Obviously, guys, I found the push-pull port. So let's have a look at or listen to the split coil sounds as well. So sound-wise, this is really unlike the Kiesel, right? The Kiesel had way more warmth, way more body to the sound. This is really, I would say, attack heavy, right? It has a really, really aggressive attack sound, especially with the coil split. Let's test the coil split on the neck as well. So still, I'm going to engage the full humbucker once again, right? But still, this is way too, I would say, high-end heavy for my personal taste. Of course, as with the other guitars, this one is perfectly set up as well, right? The guys of Very Nice Guitars did a really good job here. And yes, that's in fact the first multi-scale guitar I got challenges with, to be honest, right? Wild. I didn't see that one coming, to be honest. Gotta be honest here with you, I would still prefer my strandbergs, especially the 7-string ones, right? Still, Really cool guitar, but simply not my my personal groove, right? I like the optics way more than I like the sound or playability. Cool, dude. That was really something different.
Do you want to test anything or record anything else?
I'm thinking about that right now. Maybe the Blackmachine.
Sure.
Yeah. Please take a listen. Compare it to what we just heard from that Ormsby guitar, right? But this one. Feels so much better to me out of the box, right? It's more resonant, right? I really feel how the whole neck is vibrating or resonating, right? And it really feels awesome to play as well. So, entirely different feeling. I really enjoy playing this guitar, and it just feels really, really, really rock solid, well made, and it's intonating so well. And we've been on the not on the neck pickup the entire time, right? We are going in the setting in between. There doesn't seem to be a push-pull, so listen to how that cleans up, right? We had that little bit of drive before, or not only a little bit, a bit of drive. Now we go to the middle position and this is one of the nicest guitars I've played during the summit, right? It really feels good, and thank you, very nice guitars, for making that happen, that I can finally touch a real Blackmachine. Check that, Blackmachine B6, hand-built, long beat. That's what the internet has been talking about for ages back in the days. Take a look at the details, right? I think this whole construction is really firmly fixated through the entire body. We have the string through here, and take a look at this headstock design. Like, Hans Günther Voidrider has been dreaming of this headstock design for years because it's that fucking sexy. I'll stop the swearing now. I'll stop the recording now. Again, very nice guitars. Please have a look at their website. It's like inspirational window shopping for guitar nerds. Call them, drop them a mail, right? You listen to the discussions we had. These guys know their shit. These guys can nerd out as much about guitars as you and me most likely do, right? So please go, drop them a visit, and have a look at their beautiful guitars. All the guitars we showed today are still available, I think. I think the Ormsby might have been sold, if I heard that correct, but still, have a look at their website. Amazing stuff. We see each other later. Take care, guys.